Hey guys, it's Coach Reed here to recap another game for us. Norwood at Norwood. Great game this time. Let's talk a little bit about the past with Norwood. Obviously, only our second season working together with you all, and last year was a rough go at Norwood. They jumped out to an early lead on us. They had some good goal scorers, and they sort of just came at us with everything they had and got us down pretty quickly and beat us 4-1. The problem with the game that I think we had the most of was they were a little intense. Some punches were thrown, some nasty words were said, some jeering from the fans. They left their starters in with about a minute to go, up 4-1, when at that point we were trying to get some guys, some of the younger guys, some playing time and stuff. So obviously there's some bad blood there. Norwood doesn't like us. We get that. I would say based on our reaction to them as a team, we probably don't like them. So we have to travel back to Norwood this year, and we owe them one. And we told the guys that before the game. We talked to the guys about, you've got to burn memories. You've got to get rid of things. When I was in college, I was struggling with some off-field stuff, and I had a friend of mine who was a very astute guy say, "Hey, listen, man, you've got to let that stuff go. You've got to put it behind you. It's over and it's done." And so we took everything that reminded me of that situation and some letters and some things like that, and we put them in a box, and we lit them on fire, and we burned them, and then we put it out, and then we closed the box up. It was a metal box. We closed the box up when everything was put out and everything. We dug a hole and we put it in the ground. Big ceremonial thing. And what we were trying to do was bury the past, burn the memories. Cheesy as it sounds, it worked. It allowed me to move on. And so we talked to the guys when we went in there. We said, there's only one way to erase the memory of last year's loss, and that's to burn those memories. That's to go in there and burn that place down and leave nothing behind memory-wise. Win or lose, if we go out of there this year not playing like we did last year, not falling into that trap of getting snippy with them, not allowing them to run all over us, not giving their fans a chance to stand there and jeer us at the end of the game, then we've done our jobs. And you guys did. The other thing that we've been asking of you a lot is what we call tactical pressure on a team, or another way to put it would be more like from a Sun Tzu perspective would be forcing a team to play their hand, or forcing strategic changes from a team. And one of the ways we do that is with our tactical play. So we've been telling you guys, listen, we know what we've got, and one of the few weapons, I mean, we have quite a few of them, one of the weapons we have is our speed up top. So Prosper's first few touches, let's run at teams. Let's go as fast as we can at teams. Prosper doesn't stop until the ball's over the inline or in the back of the net, and let's try to put a pressure on him from the beginning. While we show our hand and show our speed, that's fine, because what it does is it forces the other team to make adjustments that they didn't want to make. They had tactical game plan as well. One of the things is they wanted Max Rosilas in that number 11, I think it was, up top, because they had some speed and some skill. As soon as we ran at them and got a goal, they had to move guys around to account for Prosper. What they didn't realize is we have 2 or 3 other guys who aren't quite as fast as Prosper, but are pretty fast, and we've got our creator in Cody. So go ahead and try to shut Prosper down. It won't matter. And that's what they did. Prosper scores a goal, Cody feeds him. A couple minutes, or right at before the end of the half, Prosper scores another one, and literally a minute later, Cody feeds him on another breakaway. All of them were breakaways, but what the key was is they were so worried about Prosper, they allowed Joe and Jupe and Cody and Kawa and our other midfielders, Nathaniel and Fine and the rest of you guys, to create opportunities. And so we freed up Cody in the middle of the field, 40 yards from goal. They've got to honor that as soon as they step to him, threw ball to now an open Prosper, and we're on net. So 3 great goals before half. We told you guys at halftime, told the story of Tecumseh Sherman, that he burned all hope. And when he went into towns in Atlanta, he didn't just come into the town and aggravate the townspeople or start the war, but he would burn the towns down. As bad as that was, what he was trying to do is figuratively take away their hope. If there's nothing left for them, there's no hope, and it takes away the right of the one to fight, and rather they want to flee. And so with Norwood, we said, don't give them hope. Don't let them stay in this game. You've got to burn that hope. And the way to do that is to come out second half and continue to put pressure on that team until they quit playing. I don't want to bury teams 14-15 nothing. I see those in the scoreboards and the weekend papers, and those are awful. I don't want to do that. But you've got to learn to put the big game away. Norwood was big game for us. It's not a squirrel. They're an elk, and we've got to learn to put those teams away. And the way to put the big game away is to really make sure you bring them down. And so we talked to you guys at halftime about come out, take away that hope, make them want to flee and not continue to fight, and stay in the game. They scored a goal, and it looked like they were going to want to stay in that game, and then you guys did exactly what we asked of you. You took that hope away. You burned the town down. You went down and you scored another goal, and that's all it took. It was smooth sailing from there on in. We scored a fifth goal, but we never rubbed it in. We showed a lot of class and professionalism. We left that stadium with our heads held high. More importantly, we left that stadium bridging a gap with those guys. One of their players rode his bike by me after the game and said, "Have a good night, coach." And that's a huge step in the right. It's just one of them, but that's a huge step in the right direction. It's because we didn't rub it in. We didn't jeer them. We didn't make them feel less of themselves. You can beat teams, and you can beat teams soundly, and you can send a clear message to the league without taking away somebody's dignity. And we allowed them to still have their pride and dignity when we left that game, and that's fine. We took away their hope of winning that game, but we left them with some pride in their program, and I'm proud of you guys for that. It was a brilliant victory. Another 5-1 result. Unlucky we gave up another goal, but I'll tell you what, it was well earned by Max Raziles. The kid can play soccer. If he could keep his head in the game for 80 minutes, man, he would be just lethal. He's a phenomenal soccer player, and that was a difficult goal. I don't blame anybody for it, and I don't think anybody should blame themselves. The kid, he worked hard. He dribbled several guys across the top of the box and then ripped off a Premier League style shot. So it is what it is. 5-1 win. We erased the memory of Norwood last year. We burned those memories, and we're now moving through the league. So congratulations. Tecumseh Award goes to 2 guys, Cody and Prosper up top. 3 goals for Cody, or for Prosper, 4 assists for Cody, I believe, on the game. And we're really starting to roll. Was that a game where Cody got his goal, or was it another? Either way, and Kyle got off the schneid. But Tecumseh Award to Cody and Prosper for keeping that offense moving forward. Congratulations, guys. See you at the next recap.